Maybe your hair feels dry no matter what product you use. Maybe it frizzes up 5 minutes after you style it. Or maybe you run your hand through it and more strands come out than you're comfortable with. So you switch shampoos, you try a different pomade, you blame stress, you blame your dad's hairline. But what if the real problem isn't what you're missing? What if it's what you're doing? A lot of hair damage is self-inflicted, quietly, gradually, repeated, daily until one day your hair just does not bounce back the way it used to. You might be doing this every single day and not even realizing you're slowly destroying your own hair. Here's what most guys get wrong. Hair does not suddenly start failing. It gets worn down, not by one big mistake, but by small daily habits that slowly weaken it. Every time you strip it, overheat it, pull it, or stress your body, you chip away at strength. And because the damage builds gradually, you don't notice until it's obvious. Let's go through the habits that are quietly working against you. Clean does not always mean healthy. When you shampoo every single day, you strip away sebum. That natural oil protects your hair and keeps the cuticle smooth. Without it, strands dry out, become brittle, and snap easier. Prevention is simple. Wash 2 to 4 times a week depending on your lifestyle. If you sweat daily, rinse with water on off days. Your scalp needs balance, not constant stripping. Shampoo is for your scalp, not your ends. When you aggressively scrub the length of your hair, you create friction. That friction lifts the cuticle layer and weakens the outer structure. Over time, ends thin out and split. Instead, massage shampoo gently into your scalp with your fingertips. Let the lather run down naturally when you rinse. That is enough. Hot showers feel great. Your hair disagrees. High heat opens the cuticle and dries out the cortex inside. Repeated exposure leads to dullness, frizz, and weaker strands. It also irritates the scalp, which can affect follicle health. Use lukewarm water. If you can, finish slightly cool. Simple adjustment, big difference over time. Wet hair is fragile. When hair absorbs water, it stretches. If you rub it aggressively with a towel, you're roughing up the cuticle and creating micro damage. Stop scrubbing your head like you are drying a car. Pat it dry gently or wrap it in a soft cotton shirt for a few minutes. Less friction equals less breakage. Tight buns, tight ponytails, constant slick backs. When you repeatedly pull hair tight, you stress the follicle. Over time, this can lead to traction alopecia that usually shows up around the hairline and temples first. If you tie it back, keep it loose, and give your scalp days off. Your follicles are not meant to be under tension 24 hours a day. Even if you are not using a hair tie, forcing your hair into stiff, unnatural positions daily creates tension at the root. If your scalp feels sore when you remove your style at night, that is not normal. That is stress. Choose styles that allow movement. Hair should not feel painful to maintain. Blow dryers and straighteners are not evil. Daily high heat is the problem. Heat breaks down keratin, the protein that gives hair its strength. Over time, strands become weaker, thinner, and more prone to breakage. If you use a dryer, keep it on medium heat and keep it moving. Do not blast one area, and give your hair air dry days whenever possible. This is one of the biggest silent mistakes. Wet hair stretches more easily. When you drag a brush through it, especially aggressively, you stretch strands past their limit. That leads to snapping and thinning over time. If you need to detangle, use a wide tooth comb. Start from the ends and work upward slowly, and wait until your hair is damp, not soaking wet. Place your fingertips on your scalp. Apply light pressure. Move the skin in small circles for 1 minute. Do not scratch. Just move the scalp. This increases blood flow to the follicles and relaxes tension around the roots. Do it once a day. No products needed. Just consistency. Now let's talk about what is happening inside your body. Hair is mostly protein. If you are under-eating, crash dieting, or skipping meals, your body will prioritize survival over hair growth. Low protein, low iron, low zinc, low B vitamins can all push hair into shedding phases earlier. You do not need extreme supplements. You need consistent nutrition. Eggs, fish, lean meats, legumes, nuts, leafy greens. Feed your hair from the inside. This one is underestimated. When stress stays high, cortisol stays high. Elevated cortisol can disrupt the hair growth cycle and increase shedding. Add poor sleep to that, and recovery drops even more. Growth hormone release decreases. Blood flow regulation suffers. You might not notice it for months. Then suddenly you see more hair in the sink. Managing stress and sleeping properly is not just about mental health. It is directly tied to your hair quality. And here's the bigger picture. Most of these habits feel normal. That is why they are dangerous. They do not cause instant damage. They slowly weaken your your hair until it cannot handle normal styling anymore? Here's the reality. Hair does not need extreme products. It needs discipline. Most guys are not losing their hair overnight. They are wearing it down slowly through careless routines. If you start treating your hair like something you plan to keep for the next 20 years, your decisions change. You move with intention. You handle it with control. Small daily adjustments beat panic every time. Protect what you have while you have it. That is how you stay ahead. Subscribe.